Overnight murder. It's Des Moines' first of the new year. We'll tell you where it happened and where police are in their search for the killer.
Land dealing, tempers flared at a Warren County meeting about land for a new jail. We'll tell you about the outrage over the cost and why there seems to be no consensus.
And California mudslides, a state already devastated by wildfires, is now struck with heavy rains. We'll tell you how the community is trying to deal with another natural disaster. It's Wednesday, January 10th. Today in Iowa starts now.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. This is Channel 13 News, Today in Iowa.
It's 5:32 and it's hump day. Good morning.
Yes, getting over the hump, and it is a hump day in more than one way this week as we have enjoyed some pretty nice mild temperatures and will today, but then back down the ladder.
That's right. We're going down temperature-wise this week, Jerry Ann. So enjoy it while it lasts. Huh?
Exactly. Right now, you're waking up to some fog this morning. It's not too bad, but it's definitely more noticeable than yesterday at this time. Visibility around the Algona area down to less than a mile right along I-35. You'll notice that patchy fog producing a little light drizzle. Thankfully, road temperatures and air temperatures above the freezing point, or we'd have a slick situation on our hands. It's going to stay mild this morning. It will be heating up this afternoon with all the clouds once again today. And then tonight, after midnight, the rain will start to fall. And then some snowfall by early tomorrow, blowing snow expected, icy roads. So a winter storm watch will go into effect tonight and last throughout the early part of the day tomorrow. Today at 9 a.m., cloudy, 36 at noon, 42, and by 3 o'clock we'll warm up to 46 degrees. I'll have more on the latest snowfall totals and let you know how much you'll be seeing coming up.
Very well. Traffic volume is pretty light this time of the morning. Roads are in good shape. As Jerry Ann said, road surface temperatures well above freezing, so no worrying about slipping and sliding as you're coming in this morning. This is 8035 looking to the east from Merle Hay Road up on the interstate. No problems there. Closer to downtown, 235 at MLK. Again, looking to the west here, and no issues at all as you come in this morning. We'll have an update straight ahead on Today in Iowa.
Some of those DOT camera lenses look a little like the
really
windows
dirty.
on my truck right now. Man, they are dirty. Yeah, I need to go through a camera wash.
I think we can all relate, yes.
All right, first on 13, Des Moines police are investigating the first homicide of 2018.
After a late night shooting left one man dead, officers responded to reports of shots fired at 1332 21st Street just before 11:30 last night. And that's where we find Channel 13's Laura Barczewski. She joins us with what police know so far. Good morning, Laura.
Just when we got here around 5 a.m., the crime scene investigation unit was just pulling up. Investigators are still looking into this apartment building where officers and medics found a 39-year-old male suffering from a gunshot wound. The man was pronounced dead at the scene, and police say around midnight, just 30 minutes after the victim was found, a potential suspect contacted the Des Moines Police Department and surrendered into custody without incident. You can see here they had the crime scene mobile unit right in front of the house, and the house is still taped off and is technically an apartment building, but it looks like a house, just to clarify that for you. No charges have been filed at this time. Des Moines police are still, like I said, actively investigating. This is the first homicide of 2018. This time last year, there were 3 homicides already, one on January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. In 2017, there were 25 total murders. Step back into the front of the camera here for you. Like I said, they found a suspect. A suspect turned himself in just 30 minutes after they found the body, and he surrendered without incident.
Okay, have you talked to police yet? Are they giving you any more information about what may have happened?
I do not have an update at this time.
Okay, well, good to hear that at least a potential suspect has turned himself in, and I imagine we'll hear more from police later this morning. Thanks, Laura.
Well, later on this morning, we will hear the annual address on the state of Iowa's court system. Channel 13's Maria Lisignoli joins us now with a little preview on when we should expect to hear from the judicial branch, plus a look at some of the key points of yesterday's Condition of the State address. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning. Yesterday, during Governor Reynolds' speech, she talked about her plans over the next 2 years of paying back borrowed money. She also said going forward, she wants tax cuts. The federal tax cuts impact Iowa taxes. Iowa lets you deduct your federal taxes on next year's state taxes. She wants to get rid of federal deductibility as part of an overall tax cut, so Iowans don't see tax bills increase. The governor didn't give lawmakers specifics, but wants them to approve tax cuts for individuals now and work on corporate cuts for next year. She said she'll have her ideas on tax cuts later this session.
Because of an outdated provision in Iowa's tax code, Iowans will see a tax increase if we don't pass tax reform at the state level.
And State Supreme Court Chief Justice Mark Cady will deliver the State of the Judiciary at 10 this morning. We will have that live streamed on our website, WHOTV.com.
All right, coming up a little bit later on today. Thank you very much, Maria.
Warren County taxpayers know they need a new jail, but leaders are fighting over where to put it and how much to spend on it. This is the land the county is considering for the new jail. It's a 20-acre parcel along Highway 65 in Indianola. The entire 252-acre plot is listed for sale for $7,500 per acre. But because the county only wants to buy the 20 acres along the highway, the seller is asking for $28,000 per acre. The issue of the higher cost is what brought a crowd of people to last night's meeting. County leaders say many landowners are refusing to sell once they learn their land will be used for a jail. And county leaders say it's leaving the county with few options. Residents say they aren't looking hard enough.
You're talking in circles. There is other available property. I don't feel like the supervisors have exhausted their search.
Yep.
They need to look harder,
Yep.
and they need to plan ahead to have a multi-use facility. This is not something the public wants to vote on.
The Board of Supervisors will meet January 16th to finalize the bond referendum to buy the land and build the jail. Voters will then decide the referendum on May 1st.
And construction is also a major topic in Waukee, construction on a new school. Voters will decide on a bond referendum on February 6th. It would cover a $117 million plan to build a second high school. 2 more public meetings on the proposal are planned before the vote. The next one is tonight at the district's administration offices on University Avenue. The Ames School District is also considering a new high school, but this one would replace the current one. According to the Ames Tribune, the school board signed off on a $110 million bond referendum on Monday. The measure still needs voter approval and could appear on the ballot in April.
Using technology in the classroom is nothing new, and some students have even gone completely paperless and use all their textbooks on tablets. At one metro school district, they want to make sure parents can see everything those students are doing online. Channel 13's Christina Salonikas is here with more on how that works. Good morning.
Good morning, Brooke. This year, West Des Moines School District added a new software called Securely to each Chromebook. Now, the software is a form of web filtering and allows parents to see what exactly their children are doing every week. The parents get an email that lists web searches, app usage, and more. Parents have the ability to alter various filters when the device is off campus.
The Chromebooks at school falls under our web filtering guidelines. As soon as the device is outside of school, and that doesn't matter whether that's at your house or at Starbucks or Panera or wherever that is, it's going to fall under what you, the parent, set for those guidelines. So it's going to be at least at our level, and then if you want to ratchet it up and say, hey, I also want to have YouTube, social media, and other things blocked, and then the parent has that choice.
Students in 3rd through 12th grade are given a tablet at the beginning of every year, and then they return it at the end. Now, the district's director of technology said they will continue to use it in future years. Brooke, it's so easy. You just download the app on your phone as a parent, and every week you get that email sent to you so you can click exactly what your child was searching, and it directs you specifically to that web link.
It probably makes parents feel a little better about it. Thanks, Christina.
It's 5:40 and the death toll is rising in California, where massive mudslides have already killed 13 people. Officials say among the hardest hit areas is Montecito, where a massive runoff sent mud and debris slamming into homes. Crews rescued at least 50 people by helicopter and dozens more on the ground. So far, more than 5 inches of rain have fallen in the same spot where the Thomas fire burned last month. Right now, roughly 30 miles of Highway 101 is shut down. People who live there say it is a heartbreaking scene.
A little baby, I don't know where it came from. We got it out, got the mud out of its mouth. I'm hoping it's okay.
Thousands of people are now under mandatory evacuation orders, while more than 23,000 are under voluntary orders.
Oh, can it get any worse for California? They've had the fires, the mudslides, the flooding. It feels like it's been nonstop.
Right, and one definitely leads to the other. And they
Right.
talk about there just not being any vegetation, their living vegetation right now to soak up all of that water that they've gotten from these crazy rains lately. So it just literally runs straight downhill from those mountains there.
Yeah, has no
Picks up
place to
steam,
go.
just keeps gathering mud on the way. And these are some really nice cities that are there. Montecito, as we were just talking about, Santa Barbara County, and just absolutely covered in mud now. Some of those images are crazy.
Yeah. All right, Jerry Ann is here with a look at our weather, which makes you feel a little better that we're just dealing with, you know, kind of normal temperatures for this time of year.
Exactly. Today will be the calm before the storm. That storm system that will change our weather pattern tomorrow is coming from California, so it has a lot of moisture with it. Parts of the state will be seeing measurable snow. Stay with us. I'll let you know if you're in the narrow band when we come back.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. You're watching Channel 13 News, Today in Iowa.